That could be written about how I feel about you. Please welcome Birdy. Hello, Birdy. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm really good, thank you.
I can't stop loving this guy, Birdy. That is from your latest album, Young Heart, and it's been 5 years since your last album. So why has it been so long?
Yeah, I know, it's been quite a long time. It's been a bit of a journey making this record, and I mean, at the beginning, I sort of needed to take a bit of time just to, I guess, just to live a little bit and like have some normal experiences, because I've been putting out music since I was 14, so it's kind of been one album after the next and touring, and I think I just needed a little break before this one.
Just a little bit of like, well, we all got a bit of a break because COVID arrived then,
Yeah.
like over the last year or so. What was it? Did you record it during COVID or how did that work?
No, so actually, we finished it just before the pandemic hit, which was really lucky. And I recorded it in Nashville, so I was there in January, beginning of last year, and then we got back, and actually gave me some more time to sort of focus on the artwork and make sure that was kind of perfect and how I wanted it. And I redid a few like vocal bits, had to make like a makeshift studio in my grandpa's cupboard in the house I was staying in. But no, yeah.
Granddad,
Granddad,
I need to use the press.
Sorry, but can you get rid of the wellies? I want the umbrellas gone. I need the press. Was he all for it?
Take the golf clubs out of the press, Granddad. I'm going in.
Because during lockdown, you were with your family for ages, and they're all fairly musical. You're like kind of like the Von Trapps, right?
A little bit. I mean, it's more of like a fight of like who's able to sing or play. It's like we're not so much in harmony as the Von Trapps, I don't think. But yeah, we're all. Actually, I kind of set my brother to work a lot of the lockdown because he's just been doing a lot of production and engineering, so he was helping me record a lot of stuff, which was amazing.
What did Granddad do on the album? Did you get him involved, or was it just the press?
Well, he's inspiration, but
so he's a muse,
he wasn't
of
actually
course.
there. But yeah.
Yeah, Granddad provides the inspiration and the press.
Yes,
and the cover, at least. Yes, it's important.
It's pretty good.
So, Birdy, your real name is Jasmine Lucilla. This is your full name now, of course. We're going full-length name. Jasmine Lucilla Elizabeth Jennifer Van Den Bogard. Am I pronouncing that right? Bogard?
That's perfect. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I practiced. You've had the nickname Birdy though since you were a kid. Why is that?
Yeah. Well, it was when my parents used to feed me as a baby, and apparently I'd opened my mouth really wide, and so it was a nickname that stuck. And my family have only ever called me Birdy. I've never really been called Jasmine apart from at school.
I want the nicknames of people's kids right now, and if there's as good a story as that, 083 360 60 60. I'm picturing you now, them dropping food into your mouth.
It's because your full name is quite a mouthful.
Yeah.
So you needed...
Yeah, it was just everyone was too tired to say it.
That was Birdy out there.
Jasmine Lucilla, Elizabeth Jennifer Vandenberg, get in here for your dinner. Yeah, it takes a while.
Hold on, Birdy.
It takes a while. But, you know, I know you've been called Birdy most of your life, but in your professional life, does it also, like, is it like an alias? Does it give you freedom to kind of be two different people?
I don't know. I feel like maybe on the like earlier records, but now like this record, I feel like it's closer to who I am, and so it kind of feels like, I don't know, showing a bit more of myself on this one.
Yeah, you've grown into it. Like, of course, you were just a baba. You mentioned like you're putting out music since you were 14.
Yeah.
Over that time and over like the last number of years, like you've seen such huge success. I mean, even just at 14, like what was it like hearing your song on the radio on your way to school? Or and how did your friends react in school when you were achieving all the success?
It was a very strange time. I mean, I think it was hard to take it in when it was actually happening because it was so fast. And I remember it going up on YouTube, Skinny Love going up on YouTube, and it just growing by the day and watching it, the views go up. And it was kind of like going to school. It was kind of like it was happening to all of us in a way because it was so exciting. It was just weird. It was just, I mean, it was hard to take in at the time.
Would they make you burst into song? Was it like, school assembly, Birdy, get up, come on, another tune? Before you release it, let us know what it is.
Yeah, it was a little bit like that. There was definitely school concerts and things, and like, yeah, I was singing a lot.
private concerts, you know, going to Glastonbury, you get to do your school assembly. It's a nice thing to have all of that. Your music has always had a really mature sound, and you know, you've written some heartbreaking songs at such a young age. What did your parents kind of make of it? Going, what is she going through? Is she all right?
I think it was exactly that. My mum told me that, because I started writing when I was about 7, and they were always really sad and always about heartbreak. And my mum said that her and my dad used to just listen at the bottom of the stairs and think, what's wrong with her? Something.
And did they ever confront you on it? Or did they ever say, listen, love, is everything okay? Or...
No, not really. I mean, I don't know where that came from. I think because my mum's a concert pianist, so I grew up sort of surrounded with classical music, and it was always these really sort of sad, like romantic, beautiful pieces that she'd play. And I think I absorbed a lot of that. And I just think also the piano is quite a melancholic instrument, so it sort of brings that out of me.
Yeah. I guess the influence of your parents has been quite good for you in that, you know, as even when you found fame, they were there, they'd been part of the business to a certain extent. We've been seeing with the Britney Spears documentaries, and she's been in the news a lot over the last number of months about her life and her personal life. And I suppose she, again, like that, was a kid who achieved huge success. Do you think it was your family that helped you sort of stay grounded and give you a different perspective?
Yeah, I feel really lucky to have had that. And being so young, I was really well protected. And, you know, even by my manager, just everything I did was very gradual. And it was all really carefully planned, you know, that I wasn't put in situations that might be uncomfortable. And it's really sad watching that documentary, just seeing some of the positions that she was put in were really horrible.
Yeah, it was like she was fed to the wolves, and it's nice that you have that perspective to be like, I was protected. I'm sure it kind of makes you think about people coming up through it now and how they need to be protected in the industry.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think, I'm lucky. You know, I was always traveling with one of my parents at all times when I was that young. So I think you really need that around you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, good support. And then, of course, we mentioned performing for the Queen of England. You performed at the Paralympics. You performed the Sydney Opera House for several nights as well. Have you, well, you're still only 24. You've got a million of them ahead of you. Have you ever had a pinch me moment of like, yeah, I've made it now. I've arrived. Birdy is here.
Well, all of those moments, I think. Definitely the Paralympics, because it was such a big audience, you know, being in that kind of arena, like surrounded by that many people, was amazing. I don't know, I mean, all the shows, it's hard to sort of keep track of it all. It sort of kind of blurs into one thing after a while, like touring. But, you know, I'm still kind of taking it in, all the stuff that I've done.
And still going. We're going to see you on stage soon. Are you going to do a gig? You're going to go live? Is that ever going to happen ever again?
Stop it. Yes, stop. Don't say that. Of course it is.
Yeah, well, I hope that the end of the year I'm going to be playing a proper show, which is exciting, in November. Which will be the first one with an audience. So that,
I want Grandad there, front and centre. Bring the press.
The golf clubs.
It's going to be amazing.
Covered on stage. It's going to be a flat pack job. He'll have to assemble it himself. Birdy, thank you so much for joining us tonight. The new album is Young Heart. It's out now. Get it where you get your music. There it is. Birdy, thanks for joining us. Have a good evening. Stay safe.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Bye, Birdy.